Guys, Trisha Stetzel here, owner of Results Extreme Business Solutions, and I have Fillip Silvas with Only the Greatest Fitness talking with me today about what's going on in this crazy world with COVID-19. And welcome, Fillip. I'm glad that you're here.
Yeah, thanks so much. I appreciate it.
Yeah, absolutely. So would you just real quick tell us the name of your business again? I know I already said it, but introduce yourself, the name of your business, and tell us where your gym usually is and what's
Sure.
happening right now.
Yeah, so Only the Greatest Fitness or OTG Fitness, you can find us. Either way, the gym is in Webster at the corner of Highway 3 and Nassau Road 1. You can't miss the sign. Currently, my girlfriend and I are operating right out of the living room of our apartment, doing mostly online stuff at the moment, which she is doing more of than I am actually, and doing an amazing job. At that. But yeah, the gym is usually in Webster, and we service clients one-on-one or in a very small group private setting.
Yeah, great. So the very first thing that I want to ask you, and you alluded to it a little bit in your introduction, how has the stay-at-home order affected you and your gym? Most of us know, just based on what we hear on the news, that gyms are closed. So what does that look like for you personally and for your business right now?
Yeah, so we stayed open officially for as long as we could. And we are a smaller place, so that lasted some time. Nicole, who is my girlfriend who heads the online side of our stuff, she was actually ahead of the game kind of with this stuff, and she was already doing some online stuff, and I was kind of following behind, like learning as she was doing it. And then obviously this put a huge turn onto it. So our client, enough of our clients have switched to that to keep us afloat. So we're doing okay, and then obviously everyone else is just has a freeze on on their membership dues, which is totally understandable. But we have switched to servicing our clients totally virtually, and we are even taking on new clientele, even though right now that's mostly through our free challenge. We do have a free challenge going on right now that people are part of. We have a little over 100 people in that group. And so hopefully this doesn't last too long, but in the meantime, we are just doing what we can to service everybody and letting them know that it is still possible to do all these things. Even if you can't go to the gym, you can definitely do it at home. It's not impossible.
Yeah, I love the idea that you and Nicole were already working with clients online. You guys were definitely ahead of the curve. You were doing this well before any of us knew that this was even coming. So what do those online memberships look like?
Yeah, sure. So our online clients get the same style of service that our in-person do. It's totally private. It's a one-on-one guided program. Now our 30-day, the challenge group is a large group, obviously. So we can't be super particular there, but we service everyone as one-on-one as possible and answer all their questions and everything. But our online clients get the same private service. They get a weekly Zoom call just like this to check in on them. We have our own app where they get a program built just for them. It is unique to them and their needs. And we have, and when I say we, I mostly mean Nicole, has a 16-week, 16-step process that she takes the clients through. And the workout side of this thing is really a very small part of it. The mental, spiritual, and just total growth that someone makes while going through the 16 steps is so much bigger than the workout. Now, obviously, that's a part of it as well. And you get your own app, and it has all videos of us in there. And so there's no mistakes to be made, whether or not you have equipment, doesn't matter. We can still make it work for you, and there's videos to follow you step by step through the process.
Wow, that's great. So what you guys have going on right now is you're servicing current clients, and you're also helping the community stay healthy through these challenges, which I assume is like a free group. Everybody's coming in,
Yep.
somebody's monitoring, everybody's kind of keeping up with their own workouts, if you will, as you guys guide them through, which is amazing for people who are just sitting at home. There is a way to create community and get exercise all at the same time. So I love that you guys are offering that to the community. But on the other side, the program that you're talking about is a real client program. So
Yes,
you're
that's correct.
still servicing and looking for clients out there that you can service through an online program.
Yeah, exactly. And actually the free challenge that we're doing is through our app and everything. So we paid for the app to hold over 100 people,
Wow.
which was not free, but because we wanted to give people the best experience possible. We really wanted them to feel like, they can be as normal as possible during this time and just get a lot of value in a time where things are so all over the place. So our free challenge is actually through that app as well. So they are guided workouts with videos and everything, even for the free challenge participants.
Wow, that's wonderful. I'm grateful that I know you and that we're referral partners and you give back so much to the community. So we appreciate that very much. If you could give one piece of advice to people who are at home, I'll tell you, I've been sitting on my rump a lot more than I normally would because I
Right.
don't have any place to go or can't go. So what is your best piece of advice that you can give to people who are going stir crazy, kind of stuck at home and really, need something to keep them busy?
Yeah, it's really easy to sit around for many hours right now without moving around too much. So I would definitely say if you can catch a workout early in the morning. I'm not a morning worker outer person. I was doing it for like the first week of this, but I'll be honest, it didn't really work out too well for me. I've switched back to evenings, but if you can work out in the morning, do that. And then you could also set reminders on your phone. Everybody has their phone on them all the time, especially right now. You know that everyone's just scrolling through Facebook or whatever. Just set a reminder on your phone every 2 hours to take a 10-minute walk. And that might seem like a lot. Like you're like, oh man, I gotta get up 10 minutes. Like when you're doing it, it seems like a lot. To be honest, like 10-minute walk may seem like a while. In your head, it doesn't seem like it, but when you're doing it, you're like, man, it's only been a couple minutes. But compared to how much you usually move around, it's still not even comparable. So you got to make sure you keep moving. So I think setting a reminder on your phone for every couple hours to get up, take a 10-minute walk, drink some water can be really helpful.
Yeah, so that's wonderful advice, and we all need to take that. I went to the store yesterday, and it felt so good to walk more than like 10 feet. It was wonderful, right, to get up and move. But beyond the idea of just moving so that we're not, sitting on our rumps all the time and doing nothing at all, I feel like that helps with stress, right? Just to get out and get some fresh air and get around and really enjoy being outside.
Oh,
Away from
definitely.
other
So
people.
like, sidetrack a little bit. Like I struggle, especially in hard times, like I struggle with, depression and not feeling great. So Nicole will force me to go outside and go for a walk with her and the dog or something like that. And that can be super, super helpful.
Good. So even using your partner, the person that you're living
Yeah,
with or you're
accountability
stuck
partner.
in the
There's
house
someone,
with.
yeah, whoever's in your house, find a partner, find an accountability partner. It doesn't have to be me or a professional or anyone. It can be your friend, your kids, you know what I mean, or whatever it is. An accountability partner for sure is super
Yeah,
critical.
that's great. So I know another issue that people are having or that I'm hearing is stress eating. So people are going to the pantry quite often. What kind of advice would you have for not eating junk all day long?
So I'm the worst. I'll be honest. We don't bring foods like that into the house. We didn't do it before. So that's the number one thing that I'll tell you is don't force yourself to avoid temptation 24/7. Force yourself to avoid temptation for the 30 minutes that you go to the grocery store, and then it'll be easier to avoid it later because it's not so accessible.
I love that advice. So just don't have it in the pantry.
Yeah. So, and if you want something that's like off the wall, usually I recommend like go out for it. Like if you want something crazy, like wait until like Friday or Saturday night, like do the right thing all week, and then like Saturday night, like go get your ice cream or go get your pizza, but don't keep some Bluebell in your freezer and like, oh, I'm only gonna get it when I have a sweet tooth, which is like all day, every day. So that's the best thing that I can say for that.
When it is hard to not munch all day, one of the things that Dennis and I have been doing is packing our lunch. Sounds crazy because we're not going anywhere. But every evening when we're making our dinner, which has been every single night, right? I think more people are eating at home than ever before. We pack our lunch for the next day. We actually put it into a lunch box and we put it into the refrigerator. And when
Wow.
we get hungry, then we go to that lunch box, right? And try and eat something healthy. Now, that isn't to say that there isn't junk in the pantry, because there is.
Well, I mean, there's definitely ways. So, like, here's another really cool example that happened yesterday. So, yesterday, privilege of owning your own gym is you can still go. So, I have been going to the gym and working out. So yesterday I went to the gym to work out, and I come home, and Nicole is cooking dinner in like this nice dress, and I'm kind of wondering like, what are you doing? You know what I mean? And she's like, go get dressed. We're going on a date. And I'm like, what are you talking about? And so she cooked dinner and set out paint and wine. And we like, have you ever been to Painting with a Twist?
Yes.
We did our own version, and she came up with all of it. She got the picture frames, she got all the paints, had the wine, made dinner. And so we watched a tutorial on YouTube. Now I'm a miserable artist and I don't really but we watched a YouTube, it was like 20 minutes long, a Bob Ross, that old school,
Yes.
and painted, and then ate dinner and watched a movie on our couch.
Oh my goodness, what an amazing idea, and how
Isn't it?
to really enjoy being locked at home with your spouse, right?
For sure.
It could be
Yeah.
dinner and a movie, it could be painting with a twist.
Mhm.
That's awesome. We love Nicole. We love
Don't
her.
we?
Yes, that is so much fun. All right, so in closing, I know I already asked you for a piece of advice about about moving, right, and about eating, but if you could give people sitting at home watching this right now, especially those business owners, what is that one piece of advice that you would give them that they need to be doing right now?
Well, I really think that like whoever makes it through this and continues to build their brand during this time and service people properly and fairly, and that might mean taking a little bit of a hit. Like we're allowing our clients, if they choose to take a discounted membership for the virtual. Here's the thing: when you do things like that, most of them said, "Charge me full price." Like literally most of them, and said, don't worry about it. So like if you can continue to serve your clients in some way, they will respect that and continue to nurture and build our brands. I think if we can make it through this thing, especially with all the government funding, like if you own a business and you're just at home and sad, like I understand, but like there's so much opportunities available from the government programs right now. Spend your days researching those things. That's pretty much what I've been doing, because Nicole does all of our online stuff for the clients. That really frees up my time to do other things. And so I've been spending at least a couple hours a day keeping up to date with the funding programs, the PPP, the EIDLs, and things like that. So there's no reason to get down on yourself. Now I have to admit, but those things are out there. So if you can continue to service your clients, generate leads, and serve people, then and build your brand. That's the one I was looking for. If you can continue to build your brand during this time, I think that 3 years from now, you're going to be on top of the game, especially if you're in an industry that's getting hit harder than others, like ours is.
Yeah, absolutely. That is great advice. And I've been telling people, get up, take a shower, get dressed, and go to work, whatever that looks like. create activity. Make sure that you're keeping busy. And by physically staying healthy and eating healthy, that helps with the stress levels too.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, because if when you
Absolutely.
eat bad, you feel bad, and when you feel bad, your decision making, like you feel bad about yourself. Like I've been there. I know. I understand. So yeah, it's super important to stay on top of taking care of yourself from all aspects.
It is. And when you start to fall below the line, which is what I call it, right, and you start to get a little down on yourself, down on your business, reach out to somebody who has a little extra, above the line to give, and have a conversation with them. I hope that everyone who's watching this will stay active, find a way to get up off your rump, eat
Yeah.
right, stay out of the junk food. And Fillip, if you would just give us your name, the name of your business, how you would like people to contact you, I will also post it in the comments below.
Sure. Yeah, you can find us pretty much across all the social platforms, OTG Fitness. You can email anyone on our team. It's just the name. So like me, it's Phil, Fil at OTG Fitness. If you're really looking if you really want and you're wanting to make a change and do something different and commit to yourself, you can email myself or Nicole about online coaching. Her email is just nicole@otgfitness.com. Super simple. You can check out our website. But yeah, and don't hesitate to reach out. Like DM on Facebook, Instagram. My phone number is all over the internet. You can find that too. So
You
however,
guys are the
whatever works for
king
you.
and queen of social media. We could find you.
Yeah, it's there.
Okay, great. Thanks again, Phillip, and till next time.
Later.